thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking time out of your family time to come together and share this experience. Um, in order to welcome you, I thought I would share a really lovely poem written by Devon Spear. She posted it today and it felt like just perfect timing. So I am going to share this with you, but I'll also read it to you. Here we go. Mazel tov on showing up for your therapy appointment, carrying your garbage, listening to your friend who needed it, loving your kids, putting on or trying to put on a mask even when it's really hard, remembering your keys, eating, the last year, staying in bed, calling your parents, wearing that thing you like, you know the one, being hopeful, making a new family, buying new roller skates. There has to be at least one of us. Telling the truth. Choosing to be outstanding when it would be easier, probably a little more satisfying and a lot more lucrative, probably, to be a really big jerk. Your next breath, your life, the fact that you have chosen to be alive right now. If you're reading this in every way, thanks for showing up. So thank all of you for showing up. I'm really so happy to have you here. It's really marvelous to be together and share these moments. Joe?
So in a moment, we're going to send you all to the breakout rooms. And we'd like you to, oh, are we doing breakout rooms? We're not doing breakout rooms.
No, we're not doing breakout rooms.
My mistake. Breakout rooms are later. So we'd like you to take a moment to think by yourself or to discuss with your family or in the chat. What's a positive beginning you've had in the last year? And that can be something educational, like starting a new educational venture, starting a PhD or a BA, or starting high school maybe. It can be a new job, or it can be something personal, like a marriage or a birth. But take the time to think about a positive beginning that you've had this year.
And you can share those in the chat, or if you'd like to, you can share them by just raising your hand and unmuting yourself so that you are ready to speak. So if you have some positive beginning that you've had this year, please raise your hand or share in the chat so we can hear from you. I'm sure somebody's had some beginnings this year.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle started her master's in education. Yay, Michelle, that is awesome. The birth of your son, Luke. Sarah, congratulations. That's so marvelous. Mazel tov. I hope we'll get to meet him soon. Who else has a thing to share?
You missed like several.
I missed several. Got offered a job. Way to go, Jack. Woohoo. Leah Valancourt had your first child. Mazel tov. Rory started conversion. Yay! We're so excited.
Love you, Rory.
The support of my family, my rabbi, my children. You just started this year. Well, we love you. Thank you. Beginning your last year of work. Wow, Karen, that is an amazing milestone. What an exciting future awaits you. I know you've been kind of transitioning through this strange time of being home a little more than you had been in the past. Oh yes, and Eugene also is retiring and starting anew. He retired from his job and now I think he only holds 5 other jobs. So these are exciting. I love all these pieces of news. So even in this crazy year, people have had these new moments, these moments to celebrate, to say Shehecheyanu, to be grateful for being together and experiencing newness and new creation. Robin, congratulations on your new museum project. That is super exciting. Beginning hybrid schooling for your children. Jeff, I cannot even imagine, but I hope that that's a wonderful adventure for all of you. So Marilyn, congratulations on starting to enjoy being retired. So exciting. I love these messages. So I'm going to leave them up and people can continue to add to them and chat with each other in the chat as well. Before we move into the rest of our service, I wanted to share with you just a little bit of information about Zoom and Zoom etiquette so that you know what's happening. Right now, all of you are muted. You can unmute yourself. You can turn your video on and off. Most of you, I think, know how to do that. If you realize that you might need to do something that you would not want 30 people to watch you do, then you might want to turn off your video. If you are having another conversation with other people in your room, you might want to turn off your audio, especially if it's not a conversation you'd want to share. There will be times that we sing together, and while singing really together in the same moment on Zoom is not possible, there is this idea of the sacred cacophony. So there may be moments where I invite you to sing with me, even though it'll sound sort of out of sync and a little strange. It really is a holy moment for us to bring our voices together. So that will be our goal. If you are named something on the Zoom that is not your actual name, I think maybe there are a multitude of Jane Mains, at least one of whom is not the real Jane Main. So the real Jane Main can be Jane Main, but the other Jane Main should probably change their name to their actual name so we know who you are. You also are invited to change your name to include your pronouns. And the way that you do that, in case you're not sure, is if you hover your mouse near your picture, you'll see a blue thing. One says mute or unmute, and one is just 3 dots. And if you click on the 3 dots, you'll find lots of other options. Stop your video or do other things, or rename. So I'm going to rename me right now to include my pronouns, and also this might not all fit, but we'll see.
Well, we'll find
out.
There you go.
Well, nope, it just shows me. Sorry, Joe, you don't exist. My pronouns are she, her. Joe's are they, them. If you'd like to include your pronouns, that's wonderful, because that way we can talk not only to each other, but about each other respectfully. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to sing a song about the shofar. So technically, we don't, traditionally people don't blow shofar on Shabbat. We will do so because we only celebrate one day of Rosh Hashana together. Here's my shofar. If you have a shofar, fabulous, hold it up. We also provided to all of our members, realizing you might not all have a shofar, a kazoo. So if you have your kazoo, please grab your kazoo. You will want your kazoo for this next part. So anybody who's on the Zoom and has a kazoo, please get it out and ready to go. If you don't have a kazoo, you can just toot along. So here we go. I'm going to teach you a song. The song is the Shofar Blast, and I'm going to share the lyric with you. We'll sing through the song once, and then we will add in our own shofar call. So first, let's see the words to the song.
Sounds so friendly.
Do, 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 do. Okay, so here's our song. It goes like this. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Now, that's all pretty easy. I'll sing it with you one more time, and then I'll teach you the next part. Let's practice this part first. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Now we call the calls. So I'm going to sing the first call, and you're going to sing it back to me. Please unmute if you would like to. If you choose not to unmute, then you have to sing extra loud so that your sound can reach me in Natick. Here we go. Tekiah,
Tekiah,
Shivarim,
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 Trua, and of course my favorite, Tekiah Gedolah. Let's see how long we can hold it. Tekiah Gedolah.
shofar blast.
Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy,
Happy New Year.
Now, so we sang the three kinds of blast. Tikiyah, that one long blast. Shivarim, 3 notes. And then Truah, which is supposed to sound like sort of a sob, 9 blasts. And Tikiyah Gedolah, of course, the biggie. So grab your shofar if you have one, or your kazoo. We'll sing again, and then you'll kazoo the calls. Ready? Here we go. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow
and sometimes fast.
I like to hear the
Shofar blast.
Happy
New Year.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Shivarim. The fat part goes in your mouth. The skinny part goes away from you. Hum loud. We'll do Shivarim again. Shivarim.
Mine's broken.
True. Tikiyah Gedolah, as long as you can hold your Oh, somebody had a long one. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Happy, happy, happy New Year. That was so fun. So I have learned that blowing the shofar in my house is not a happy situation for my dog. For some reason, my dog is not really big on listening to shofar. So I have something to share with you that is truly beautiful that many of my friends created. I unfortunately did not get my video in soon enough, but I want to share this lovely, lovely video of other people playing the shofar. So I will get it up for you right now. And actually, before I even put it up, I'll sing the blessings for you because I'm not going to play the blessings on here. They're super long. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishmoa kol shofar. You can unmute to say Amen.
Amen.
And since this is the first time for some of you hearing the shofar this year, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh, and we say Amen.
Amen.
Beautiful. I'm going to ask you all to mute yourselves so that you will only get to hear the video that I'm about to play for you. Thank you. Yep. Oh no.
Well, hopefully they will be able to hear it through the thing. Don't just cancel.
Okay.
Okay. Try screen share. Oh, there we go. All right. You may want to turn it up.
That's what I call it, Tekiah Gedolah. I hope that you all got to hear that well. Oh, yay. Okay, so now I am going to remind you to gather up your booklet and your candles and all of your things. We're going to spotlight Jane, who is going to light candles for us in just a moment. I think Joe has a reading for us first.
Nearly all Jewish holidays begin with lighting candles, and so this one will too. After we light the candles, we wave our hands in 3 big horizontal circles to symbolically bring the light closer to us, and then cover our eyes while we say the blessing. When the blessing is over, take a moment of silent reflection with your eyes covered, and then open your eyes and enjoy the beauty of candlelight bringing you into the new year.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, Shel Shabbat ve'yom tov. Thank you, Jane. And now we come to the Kiddush. Hopefully you've got your glass of grape juice or wine, if everybody can hold up their glass, if you've got one. Beautiful, looks great. Oh, I have to start carrying my wine in a thermos like Leah. That is awesome. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'am, v'romamanu mikol ha'ashon, v'kiddishanu b'mitzvotav, v'atitem lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'yahava, et yom hazikaron hazeh, yom teruah, zit mikra kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kiddashta, mikol ha'amim, udvarcha emet v'kayam lad, Baruch atah Adonai, melech al kol haaretz, mikadesh ha'shabbat, ve'Yisrael ve'yom hazikaron. Amen. L'chaim, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, do you want some? Okay.
Rude.
Okay, and now
You've put your camera off center.
I've put my camera off center. I have?
Yes, by bopping it with glass.
Oh, psh! I recentered.
This is rude.
There you are again.
Can't believe I'm being pushed out here.
Get out. And so now we are on, I don't think the pages are numbered, but we're on the next page for Shehechianu. Joe, are you leading us?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The Shehechianu blessing thanks the Creator for giving us life, sustaining us, and allowing us to reach this day. This blessing is said at momentous occasions, and tonight counts because it is the night when we can finally look back on the whole previous year. We made it! Whether bitter or sweet, difficult or fun, tonight we celebrate and feel grateful for making it to today and to this table to reflect with people we care about.
So let us sing Shechianu together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechayanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen ve'amen. And now we are ready to start participating in our Seder of all of our delicious foods. Here is our tray behind us. Joe, would you lead us in the blessings for apples and honey?
For Ashkenazi Jews, the primary symbolic food of Rosh Hashana is apples dipped in honey, a way of wishing for a sweet new year. Before eating apples and honey, say the following blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'etz.
And let's say the English together. You can unmute if you want to. Blessed are you, God, ruler of the universe, who creates the fruit of the tree.
Yehi ratzon milfanecha shetechadesh aleinu shana tova umetuka.
Together, may it be your will that this year renew itself and bring us a sweet new year. Have some sweet new year. Delicious.
There's so much honey.
So much honey.
Ooh, it's the honeycomb honey.
It is the honeycomb honey. So for many of us, this would be most of what we do for a Seder. But there's a long-standing custom among Sephardic Jews, to have a Seder with lots of different foods, where each food is requesting a specific kind of divine blessing that sounds a little bit like the name of that food in Hebrew. So we have brought together all of these foods, if you happen to have them. Marvelous! So here we go. Since Rosh Hashanah means the head of the new year, we eat foods that symbolize our wish to be heads and not tails in the coming year. Traditionally, families ate the head of a fish or a sheep. How many of you, by show of hands, grew up with either a sheep head, not in my family, or a fish head on the table for Rosh Hashanah? Not so many. Yes, it was truly traumatizing. We decided to not go with an actual fish or a sheep, and instead, we have got some gummy fish. Anybody else have gummy fish? Yum. So here we go. Here are gummy fish, and the blessing that we say, or the statement. Oh, it's your turn. You'll get to say it.
Stop stealing my turn.
You may please read along with us. Go ahead.
May it be your will, God, that our heads remain clear and focused on creating a better world this year.
Amen. Enjoy that gummy fish.
I'm going to, since you don't like them.
No, I don't like them. Okay. Our next special food are dates, and we say, here's my date. Better looking than my last date. May it be, may it be your will, God, that hatred will end. Tamar resembles the word for end, yitamu. Now, other rabbis, by the way, say you can also say these blessings that sort of have a little double entendre. So we might eat dates in a wish for good dates for our single friends in the new year. Anyway, my date. You can do the next.
Before eating pomegranate, we say, may we be as full of mitzvot as the pomegranate is full of seeds.
So here's an actual pomegranate, in case you haven't seen one yet this year. Full of seeds, as you can see. And we've taken some of them out.
Filled with numerous seeds, a pomegranate is traditionally associated with these 613 mitzvot. This is also my mitzvah of eating a new fruit this year, because I have never had pomegranate.
Indeed. So it is a mitzvah to eat something brand new at Rosh Hashanah. Way to go, Joe. How was it?
Tastes a whole lot like pomegranate.
Okay.
Rave.
Our next thing is string beans. Let's see. We do have some string beans. Here we go. Would you like a string bean?
I would not like a string bean.
Okay, no string beans for
You
you.
didn't make any mint dip.
I did not make any mint dip. I know they're less fun with that mint dip. So here's our string bean. And we ask, we can say this together, may it be your will, God, that our merits increase. Rubia resembles the word for increase, yirbu. Yeah. Okay.
You know I have that. Before we eat pumpkin or gourd or carrot, may it be your will, God, to tear away all evil decrees against us, as our merits are proclaimed before you. Kara resembles the word for tear and proclaimed. Likra, gezer or kara is similar to the word for decree, gezar.
Yum. Okay, we're nearing the end of our special foods. Our next one is spinach. We got some baby, a little wilty, spinach leaves. And we say together, may it be your will, O God, that all the enemies who might beat us will retreat, and we will beat a path to freedom. Selek resembles the word for retreat, yistalku. Yum.
And before eating leeks, chives, or scallions, may it be your will, God, that our enemies be cut off. Karti resembles the word for cut off, yikartu. Also, the last time that we were all together on Zoom for a holiday was Passover. And as those of you who attended our Passover Seder may recall, at Passover, we beat each other with scallions in order to remind us of the whips of the Egyptian slave holders.
Slave masters.
Slave masters. I can't say words. And so we've decided to bring that back just for funsies. And because I want to beat my mom with a scallion.
So, of course, there are other things that you can add to your Seder. Some people, as I mentioned, the thing with dates or hot peppers. Rabbi Irving Greenberg, also suggests peaches for having a peachy year, Brussels sprouts for our good fortune to sprout, and lettuce so that our employers might pay us more. That is the conclusion of our food, our special foods. We Jews just love to have appetizers. Just like at Passover, we have many appetizers before we actually get to the meal. These were all of our appetizers that will hopefully whet our appetite for our it needs to be unbagged. So that we're ready for our meal that's coming up. The last blessing that we have together, and then we're going to go to a breakout room so that we can chat a bit, is for Hamotzi. We're actually going to pause to do that. So before we do that, let's go to our breakout rooms. This is what we're going to talk about. Hopefully Spencer has our breakout rooms ready to rock. Do you want to lead this, Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
In your breakout rooms, discuss how are we bringing sweetness into our new year, even as our world and our lives have been so drastically changed, and what can we each do to bring sweetness to the world?
So we're going to give you a second to think about that before we send you to the breakout room. What sweetness are we bringing into our new year and into the new world? And so as you think about that, we will send you to the breakout rooms. We'll see you back in about 6 or so minutes. If you're gonna eat an apple, don't forget to have some honey. Apples and honey, it may sound funny, but you can make the new year sweet and sunny. Eating apples and honey. You can go and ask the rabbi, why we bid the altar goodbye. We start a new year, the shofar we hear. Every year it's in the month of Tishrei. Don't you know that it's the first day, eating apples and honey. It may sound fun, but you can make the new year sweet and sunny. Eating apples and and honey, honey, honey. Tell your sister and your brother, brother, brother. Tell your father and your mother, mother, mother. Shana Tova, it's Rosh Hashana. We're spending the new year with each other. Sister, brother, father, mother, mother, mother. Eating apples and honey. It may sound funny, ha ha, but you can make the new year sweet and sunny. Eating apples and honey, honey, honey. Eating apples and honey, honey, honey. Apples and honey, it may sound funny, but you can make the new year sweet and sunny. Eating apples and honey, honey, honey. Eating apples and honey, honey, honey. Looks like we got everybody back. Welcome back. So we are now just about ready to send you off to dinner. The last thing that we're going to do is we are going to say the blessing. We're going to say Hamotzi, and we have our beautiful raisin round challah, which at least one person in my family likes, me. Only me, but you have a separate challah, so everybody gets challah. So here is my gorgeous round challah full of raisins
that are now landing on your lap.
Oh, now I have a snack for later. Cool.
Great.
And if you've got your challah, fabulous. And if you don't, then I'm going to hold my challah up real close to the camera so everyone can do what we always do. Put your finger on the challah. So just touch your screen or your whatever you got there. Oh, I see lots of thumbprints. I love it. Here we go. Let's. So, actually, before we do that, we're going to say these words. We begin our meal with hamotzi as we acknowledge the source of our abundance. It is customary to use a round challah. The round challah symbolizes the cyclical nature of our year and of our lives. Some people have the custom of adding raisins to the challah to give it a little more sweetness. Before blessing and eating the challah, we might use the Hasidic wish. May God create yeast in your soul, causing you to ferment and mature, to rise and elevate to your highest possibilities and to reach your highest self. Let's bless the challah together. Here we go. Everybody touch. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Would you like a piece of challah that doesn't have any raisin in it?
Yeah, it's a lie.
Here, look, no raisins.
Yeah.
I hope I wasn't muted that whole time. Was I muted the whole time? Oh, okay. It was just a momentary mute. Okay.
Somebody's bullying us.
So, I will sing you out. When you go to your tables, if you have this booklet, you can certainly use the questions in the following pages to help guide your conversations with one another. And we sing, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, hey, Shana, 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 Shana Tova. Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, hey, Shana, 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 Shana Tova. Shana, 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 Shana Tova, Shana, 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 Shana Tova. Also, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, and Shana Tova. Shana Tova, everybody. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. The morning service will be at 10. The family service, and family means anybody who likes to hang out all together with various ages, is at 2 o'clock, and we will see you then.